Hey, welcome. I'm David, and that is Odell, and this is David Do Something with David and Odell. Well, what this program is going to be about, this is probably going to be the longest program because I'm going to explain some things. Okay? The whole purpose of this is I'm not an exercise physiologist and I'm not a licensed trainer or anything like that. It's just that I've been exercising on and off kind of my whole life, and life has changed me. Uh, Here's my boy drinking pool water. Anyway, I was a punk growing up, and I joined the Navy, where I learned how to box and took martial arts, and read the complete book of running by Jim Fixx, who died after running. uh, Got out of the Navy, and I ran about 30 races, never really looking to win, but from 5Ks to 10 milers, which I realized the next progression would have been half marathons and marathons. However, I thought those long races really sucked, so I kind of settled on 5Ks that were done in less than 30 minutes. Anyway, at the age of 38, I had a heart attack. I was eating a pizza every week. That was my thing. I wasn't really fat. I was probably about 30 pounds overweight, what I am now. Uh, so I had a stent put in. 4 years later, I was pushing a fertilizer spreader, and I started getting chest pains, and I had to get a second stent put in. That was put me about 45 years old. And then 5 or 6 years after that, I had to have a bypass surgery. Three arteries had to be bypassed. So I had that. 90 days later, the whole bypass collapsed, and I had to have more stents put in. 8 months after that, I had another stent put in, and needless to say, I was kind of like a cardiac mess. So flash forward to just 2 years ago, I was having some rehab on my shoulders I was doing, and the therapist thought I felt clammy to him, so he did my blood pressure, called 911, and 2 hours later I was in a catheterization laboratory getting my 8th catheterization of my life, and they told me I needed a quadruple bypass at that moment. I kind of felt that their equipment was antiquated and that I wasn't sure they were seeing things properly. But the VA declined to pay for that and had me released. A day later, my cardiologist called me and told me to check into the VA, where they did my 9th catheterization and said that things did not look good, but they were just going to give me more medicine, increase the dosage of what I was already taking, which in my particular case, I felt it was like really, really bizarre that one hospital would say quadruple bypass and the next one would just say increase the dosage. I really thought that was a death sentence, so I did right away after that. I completely changed my diet, and I went 85-90% plant-based and lost about 30 pounds in 90 days. But I really didn't get a lot of information from the doctors at that time. So about 6 months later, I was kind of curious as to what really my medical situation was. So I went down to Miami VA and I got my records. And it looks like I had one artery was 80% blocked. There was another one that was 70% blocked. And there were 2 others that were 50-60% blocked. So I had 4 arteries, indeed, that were of concern. And I had been about 6 months into my 90% plant-based regimen. Here I am now, a year and a half later, and I feel pretty good, except for my financial situation. But I feel pretty good. But I know I'm a walking time bomb, and I have to keep up on things. And I'm not a gym guy. I After my first divorce, I I wanted to be a trainer. I thought I'd meet women, so so I joined this woman who was actually kind of famous. Her name is Candy Colby, and she was at an instructor training school for aerobic instructors. So I took half of her program and ran out of money myself and had to quit. And then I just went and started doing regular work. But I've always been interested in fitness and read a lot of fitness books, some which will be influential here, what I explain in my little short videos I'm going to start doing. A guy I read, his name was Matt Fiore. Matt Fury, I think is his name, from Tampa, and he was a heavyweight wrestling champion, martial artist, like, you know, he's some kind of Zen dude, but he wrote a book called Gorilla Abs and Combat Abs, and I took a few things from there. And then I studied a martial art called Hagana. The owner of the creator of Hagana, his name is Mike Lee Kanarek. He's from the Black Belt Hall of Fame. And, well, he has Black Belt Hall of Fame credentials, and he created a martial art named after the Israeli combat group his father was in, and then he went on to become an Israeli commando himself. And I studied under him for about a year, all the while being, you know, my own shit, being an exterminator and stuff. But now the point of what I'm trying to do here, though, and the reason the name of the program is called Do Something with David and Odell. There's Odell. Oh gosh, I love him. The joy of my life. I just love him to death. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is that the important thing is to do something. And what I'm going to do is show you how to do a few things every day when you first wake up in the morning, so you don't have any more excuses for getting to the gym or fitting in workouts and stuff like that, because you've already done it. You've done something. Okay, what I'm going to, and I'm not going to teach you or anything, because then I think I have to have liability and shit like that. And I will tell you, before you take on any exercise regimen, this is my disclaimer: consult a physician, which nobody ever does, but you really should. And let's face it, none of us ever do. We go to the frickin' gym. We sign up, we go to the gym. Nobody ever talks to their doctor unless they got some kind of serious medical issue that they're concerned about. Like I said, I used to be a runner. I can't run now. Okay, I got 4 blocked arteries. I'm scared. So during this time, I'm going to do a little jump rope. I walk every day. And one of the things I want to talk about, too, is physical fitness in general, losing weight and all that stuff. A lot of people take diets. A lot of people run. And it's one thing to go from, let's say, 200 pounds to 150. Okay? If you're just losing weight and not exercising. Okay? Without some kind of resistance exercise, you can't reshape your body. If your body is pear-shaped at 200 pounds and you lose 30 pounds, you're going to be a pear-shaped at 170. And a lot of times, you know, even though everybody wants to lose weight, what you really want to do is reshape your body. You want to look good. Okay? You want to have the curves in the right places. You don't want to just lose weight for the sake of losing weight. Although some of us, it is beneficial for people, you know, with blood pressure concerns and things like that. So follow me into the bathroom. That's where I do my morning routine, and I'm going to show you what I do when I brush my teeth. And I don't know if you like it or not. It doesn't even matter. This is what I do. You could do whatever you want, okay? So anyway, this is how we do it. Come on, Odell. Let's go take them. Okay. You're going to join me in my bathroom and see what I do when I brush my teeth, okay? I know this is a little bizarre, but I don't really give a shit, because I really don't care about anything these days. And I'm not selling you anything either, unless you want to buy dog hair. Are you interested? I got lots of dog hair to sell. I'm going to take off my shirt just for shits and giggles. To force whoever watches this to see my body. Now, my body's not perfect, okay? I did lose a lot of weight, but I still don't have the abs I desired. I'm going to force you to listen to the music I like. And right now, it's Jackie Venson. And that's what we are doing. So, Jackie. I'll turn it down a little bit. Anyway, I'm sure you're quite aware that to brush your teeth, you need some toothpaste and a toothbrush. So we'll go ahead and really do this. First thing in the morning, this is Do Something with David and Odell. Odell's going to sit this one out. I'm using this charcoal toothpaste, which splashes shit all over the place. Like I said, I don't care. And I like to do a little stretching. I reach, and I reach. And then I lean back. And when I come forward, I squeeze my abs. Like this. Squeeze them. Feel the squeeze. This should be hard. Then I go down into a squat. Okay? And then when I come up, I'm coming up into a calf raise and I'm sucking in my stomach, creating a vacuum. Calf raise and vacuum. Now this is how it goes, regular speed. That's one. I got my calf raised that you don't see, but they're being raised, okay? Squeeze, squat, suck in, vacuum. Oh, pretty funny, huh? Damn, I just swallowed it by mistake. Anyway, sometimes I don't squeeze the gut, I just go into my vacuum. I might die from swallowing toothpaste. Well, thank you for watching. That took less than 10 minutes. So, you see, if you start your day every day that way, you will have done something. Doesn't matter if you don't make it to the gym. Here you are, the first 10 minutes of your day, you got something done. And that's all I'm saying. That's what we should do, to get something done. So I do something every day, and you should too. So just do something. This is Jackie Benson that you're listening to. I highly encourage you to look her up, and she's just fantastic. It's amazing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to force you to listen to some more. Bet you didn't know I could dance. This isn't part of the thing. I just felt like dancing. Because it's my first show. And I'm happy. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, thank you for watching. There'll be some more. And I know, figured like, oh gosh, I learned so much today. How could there possibly be more? But there is. Anyway, come back and see my channel again. Cheers. David and Odell. Do something with David and Odell. Cheers.